Hi everyone. In this example, I want to show you how you can calculate the age both as a decimal number and as years, months, and days, and also find the difference between a start date and an end date. So what we have here is a list of date of birth of employees. To simply find the age as a decimal number, we simply write year frac, comma, today, and it gives us the result very simply like this. Now, if you want to find the difference as years, month, and days, for that we have to use this hidden function in Excel called dated if. And here we say that the starting date is B3, the end date is today, and we want the result as Y. And after this, we will concatenate years like this, and we get 43 years. Now we can just copy paste this a few more times. And this one will become YM, and then one more time, and this time it will become MD. This would be days, and this would be months. And it seems to give me some error. Let me quickly check that. We need to have another and here. And as you can see, we get 43 years, 9 months, 2 days, like this. Now let us also build this into a lambda, so it becomes a reusable function. I will copy the entire formula, and we will say lambda. There is only one parameter that we are taking. Let us call that the date of birth. We will paste our formula here, and I'll simply replace B3 with DOB everywhere. Now remember, right now, it is not going to give you a result. So we will copy this, go to formulas and name manager. Let us create a new name. We'll call this expanded age. Let's paste the entire lambda that we wrote. And now we can simply say equal to expanded age. We choose the date of birth, and we get the same result, like this. Let's do it in a slightly different example. In the previous example, we had to calculate the age from the date of birth, but maybe you want to find the difference between a start and an end date. It could be a project, it could be a contract, it could be a service level. And you want to find out the difference between the start date and the end date. Let us see how we do this. I'm going to copy the same formula that we had wrote. The only difference is that this time the end date is not today, it will be C3. So let's change that everywhere. So we have C3, and once again we have C3. So it tells us that the difference between 19th April 1978 and 21st August 1979 is 1 year, 4 months, and 2 days, like this. Let's copy and put this in a lambda now. Now this time in our lambda, there will be two arguments. We will have the start date, and we will have the end date, which means that B3 is my start date and C3 is my end date. Let me put it everywhere like this. Copy, go to name manager. Let's create a new name and I will call it the expanded date difference. Here we can simply paste our lambda formula. And now we can say equal to expanded date difference. We select our start date, comma, our end date, and that is it. It gives you the same result. So if you're going to use this formula many times, and you might, depending on the profile that you have, it might make sense to put this inside a lambda so it becomes a reusable formula. So there you go. We saw how we can use data diff to calculate the age and the difference as years, months, and days.